Obviously, we've had a tough loss here today, where we did not perform well in the second quarter, uh, and frankly didn't perform well from a variety of areas. I'm most proud of the fact that we did not have a turnover in the second half. I believe if we did, we had one after throwing it all over the floor in the first half with 13 turnovers, and also winning the third and fourth quarter. But missed assignments by a variety of people, not just three or four, but from six or seven people, is unacceptable. And again, giving up offensive rebounds at critical times is unacceptable. And we're going to experience heartache until we fix that. Uh, uh, I really appreciate the efforts uh, that Amanda Kalen and Laya and Precious gave us, and then I thought that Tess Myers shot the ball very well, and Meg McConnell running the team did a really nice job also there. But you know, we growth is hard, and right now we're in a growing period, and I don't see that ending anytime soon. Uh, and growth is hard. And right now we have people that are being put in situations they've not been in before, and they're not having a whole lot of success. So us as coaches have to figure out ways, find other ways for them to have success and to grow as individuals and as a team.
How tough is it, Dan, to have this growth with the expectations you have and your program has, and really that your ladies have within each other?
It's a very difficult situation. I told him, I said, I don't think I've been 2-3 or under 500 at Christmas ever, and I did not expect this. I expected us to be a little bit further along, and we're not. And Libby's not coming to the rescue. Somebody's going to have to step up. Those kids are good kids. They're really good student athletes. They're really good human beings. And, they say that your team a lot of times is a reflection of your head coach, and people say I'm a nice guy. I think we're a little too nice. And I don't know yet the way that we can fix that so that we can get a little bit more nasty, and a little bit more with a chip or getting chippy. I'm not sure what the answer is there right now.
How tough is it? You recruit kids that are winners, that are in winning programs, and obviously there hasn't been, in your opinion and record-wise, enough winning. Just how difficult has that been for all of you to go through that so far together?
Oh, it's difficult. We're people that, you take away maybe one or two people. Everyone has come from a winning program where they've won a lot. So it stings, it hurts. And like I told him at the end of the game, I said, post game, I said, if it doesn't sting, it doesn't hurt, then this is not the place for you to be, because this should really hurt. And we'll dwell on it to midnight, and then after midnight, we're going to enjoy our families and make sure these kids get home and enjoy their families at home for a couple days and condition while they're at home. And then when we get back on the 26th, we'll be having a lot of practice.
Looking at this game, Kent State really got you early from three. Just how aware were you of their ability from beyond the range as well, and just trying to deal with their three-point shots?
It seems like everybody that we play makes threes against us. And, this was a situation today where the kids didn't know the scout as well as they should have. We've got to be much better on the mental side of things. Our kids put a lot of time in the gym working on their individual craft and working on their game to be better players. But part of that is also knowing the scout better. And we may need to formulate different ways to approach the scout and to educate them on the teams that we're playing. To give 44, the Thal kid, so many open looks when we talk to her about being a knockdown three-point shooter that you want to crowd and be there on the catch, and to give her four like that, we're just not executing assignments the way we should. And the problem is that I'm searching for rotations, and right now no one is giving us those minutes that give me confidence to go beyond maybe 6 or 7 players. I will say tonight that Tess Myers did that, but others did not, and that's disappointing.
The turnovers in the first half, was that maybe just moving too quickly, just not looking for maybe the easy pass and trying to go for a harder pass? What do you attribute those miscues for, if there was kind of any symbolism or any consistency to them?
Well, it's a little bit of carelessness. We had Kirsten Elliott missed a handoff because she didn't watch the ball into her hands. Diamond Bragg dribbles the ball off of her foot. Diamond Bragg throws a pass to Amanda Kalin that Kareem would have caught maybe. I put Snasia in there after a really good day of practice yesterday, and she gets an illegal screen and then throws a very long cross-court pass that gets a turnover. Again, I'm trying to search for combinations that work and trying to give kids some minutes that maybe they would have been able to play through if we would have had a normal schedule. But being where we are now at 2-3 and going into conference play, it looks like we're going to probably have to shorten our bench and really be dialed in with shortening that bench and being ready.
When you look for combinations, especially still looking for those with where you're at, which is Atlantic 10 play, which you're mentioning, you don't want to necessarily call it desperation at this point in time, but how would you characterize maybe where that process is and how tough it is, given all things considered, where you guys are at with that right now?
I would never call it desperation now. Desperation's in February, and you have various scenarios there. We're not in a desperation mode. We're in a fix-it mode and a growth mode. We've got to fix the problems that we've identified, and that's not the mental side of it, not knowing the scout well enough. And so we'll have some different alternatives about how we teach that. From a basketball standpoint, obviously defensively, we're not doing what we need to do. And then from an offensive standpoint, we're going long stretches without scoring the ball. I don't know what those answers are right now after a game and being emotional. That's a lot of film work on the coaches, and we'll have to find those answers. And again, this is a very difficult year when you expected Libby Basilak to really be ready to go and to be that calm and to be that third scorer, and you don't have her. It has affected us. There's no question it's affected us, not just from a scoring capability, but from a leadership standpoint. Let's face facts. She might be the best player, or one of the 2 or 3 best players in the Atlantic 10. When you don't have her, that's going to hurt, and it's hurting us. And so hopefully we'll be able to get her back sooner than later. And then we have to think about just continued growth, putting one positive step in front of the next, because we do have such youth and inexperience. And I talked about potential being an ugly word. But we do have potential. But for us to reach that potential, we've got to all look inward and say, okay, what are the mistakes or the problems that we're having to not move as fast as we would like in terms of growth? And so there'll be a lot of thinking going on, and a lot of teaching, and a lot of ideas being thrown around over the next week as we try to grow.
Brian, do you have anything?
I'm all set.
You're good? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Dan.
Zach, I appreciate you. Ryan, I appreciate you. Happy holidays to the both of you, and we'll see you guys soon, okay?
Sounds great,
Sounds
Dan.
good.
Be safe.
Safe travel.
Okay, we'll
Happy
see you guys
holidays.
soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Right.